and also a rapport. What can a mentor do to communicate, to build the rapport, to trust the student teacher will be learning on the methodologies, learning how lesson delivery should be done in the classroom. So I want to talk about this trust and rapport. It is important. Why? Because it is the foundation. If these two are not there, it means that the students are not going to benefit in the learning process. So we want to understand trust. We also want to understand rapport. So trust, we are talking about being reliable. We are talking about the integrity. We are talking about the issue of the mentor saying, if I'm not there, if I'm not feeling well, my student teacher is in a position of delivering what at the lesson. That trust, that integrity, that this student teacher can deliver the rapport. What are we talking about? We're talking about a mutual understanding. We are talking about the foundation of which the teacher and the student teacher will be communicating. We are going to come here, student teacher. When we are teaching, the voice projection should be like this. When we are teaching the media, it should be available. When we are teaching now the gestures, they are important for better understanding. When we are teaching, divide your lesson into three: the intro, the body, and also the conclusion. That rapport is there talking, is there what doing everything is very important in the classroom. So we want now to look on the importance of trust. Why trust is important. Why this communication is important. Why this rapport is what is very important. It is important. Why? Because it enhances a confidence and motivation. The student teacher will be motivated. You know what? My mentor is always there for me, is always guiding me, is always telling me that when you are doing teaching, you're supposed to be doing A, B, C. So that confidence will be built, and also the motivation will also be cultivated. It also facilitates constructive feedback. So after the lesson now, the mentor can sit down with the student teacher, sit here. How did you say the lesson? You know what, mentor? The lesson was blah, 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 blah. So that on its own is very important in the sense that when they prepare for the lesson tomorrow, the lesson will be excellent. So this trust and rapport is very important. So what are the key principles for building this trust? Number one, issue of consistency. The mentor should be consistent in your actions, also in your follow-up. You are also supposed to maintain what confidentiality and also a respect. You're also supposed to be genuine. You're also supposed to show empathy towards your student teacher. For example, the student teacher is not feeling well. For example, things are not moving well for the student teacher. For example, the student teacher is having so many challenges. Be there for the student teacher. Motivate, inspire, encourage the student teacher that things will be okay. Let's focus on our duty. When we enter the classroom, the energy should be activated. Teach the students, do everything so that the students can understand what will be taking place in the classroom. So these principles, they are very important in the sense that if you work together with your student teacher, eventually now you become a team. And when you become a team, automatically, obviously, the team is going to be successful. The students will do well. So what are the strategies for building this rapport? Number one, start with informal conversation. You can start, yeah, how are you, student teacher? Welcome, I'm Mr. X. And what's your name? My name is Jackie. Jackie. Okay, thank you so much. We'll be working together. You know what? Teaching is exciting. You know what? When you give it all, you know what? I know you possibly love soccer. What do you like? So that those talks now, they are important. Why? They build our confidence. They make the student to open up. And when the student open up now, it means that you'll be in a position of communicating time and again. You must also active listening. Focus fully, as the teacher, focus now focus, listen to what the student teacher will be telling you. Then when the information is shared now, you now find common grounds and also shared goals. You now come up with grounds which are going to make your lessons successful, which are going to make your students understand. Use positive body language and hear what are contacted. Your body shows that you are happy, you are so much motivated, you are ready to go. Don't talk to the student teacher. Hello, how are you, student teacher? That is not good. And the student teacher will say that we are demotivated. And the student teacher will also teach like that. Good morning, good. We don't want that. Be active, show energy, so that the student teacher will also do like that. Then let's now talk about the communication tips for the mentors. So, number one, use clear, respectful, and supportive language. Avoid judgment. Be open to the mentor's perspectives. Provide a balanced feedback. Highlight the strengths, the identity of areas that needs improvement. Ask open-ended questions to stimulate reflection and dialogue. So these are some of the tips for the mentors as you be dealing with your student teacher. Then let's talk about the building trust over time. Then for this trust to be built for a period of time now, you are supposed to follow, you should go through these, show patience and understanding in everything that will be taking place, celebrate the mentee successes. So the student teacher, if is doing well, he or she is doing well, celebrate those successes. They might be big or they might be small. Celebrate together. Students are passing, students are motivated, they are ready to go. Share, celebrate together with the student, teacher. Then let's talk about the activities to foster trust and this rapport. These include the use of icebreaker exercises at the beginning of mentoring. Remove those things that might make your conversation not go well. Just be free to the student teacher. Communicate freely to the student teacher. Don't be hard on the first day. So try by all means to bring jokes and make sure that your communication is not all that tough. Goal setting sessions, also reflection on the journals, also the role playing scenarios and so forth. So these are the activities that can foster trust and rapport. Then common challenges and a solution. Which are the common challenges that you might face with your student teacher? Number one, the student teacher might hesitate to open up. So it starts with you, the teacher now. Open up to the student teacher. I am free to you. Let's be open to each other. Let's communicate. That communication is what is very important. So you're also supposed to create a safe and non-judgmental environment. You also share your experiences. I started teaching in 1980, I started teaching in 1990. You know, by then we were doing this and that. You know, our students were like that. So show those common interests. You know, one of the years I became the best teacher in the district, in the province. I was given a certificate. You know what? Sometimes I managed to attain 32 A's and I was given a dish. You know what? Those experiences. I was soccer, what a coach. I was good in drama. I was good in projects. All those experiences you can share so that you inspire the student, teacher. So, what mentor action plan. So we have talked about some of these now. Build trust is what make sure that this trust is dependable. This trust it lasts for a long period of time. We've talked also about the issue of encouraging openness and also what collaboration. So that is what you are supposed to do as the teacher when you are working with the student teacher to build a trust, to build a collaboration, to build a proper communication so that at the end your students are going to do well in everything that they'll be doing